Hello students, how are you? Have you studied the lesson acid, base and salt which I have taught last class yesterday? Yes, I hope that you are all studied. You are all very good students. Now, the continuation of the lesson is pH. So, what is meant by pH? First, I will tell the full form. So, the P stands for potence, means power of hydrogen ion concentration. So, pH will comes from potence or power of hydrogen ion concentration. We know that what is meant by acid? Acid is a substance which will gives readily H plus ion. Base is a substance which readily OH minus ion. So, now how to identify acids and bases? I shown the test by using phenolphthalein indicator we can able to find out, and by using the what you call the methyl orange indicator we can able to distinguish acid and bases. Now P.L. Sorensen is a chemist. So he discovered how to find out acids and bases using this pH scale. It is a scale, we can say that pH is a scale by which we can measure acids or bases. So this scale starts from 1 and it ends to 14. pH scale 1 to 14. In between 1, if you get the value 1 to 7, the solution is acid. If you get the 7 to 14, the solution is base. So, like that, from the value we can able to find out the acid. See, here I wrote some of the example. Milk pH is 7.5, sorry 6.5, lemon juice 2.5, water 7, soap solution 12. Likewise, it goes on. Now, can you able to find out which is acid and the base? So, milk 6.5, which is comes before 7. So, milk is acidic. You know that from the milk you are having lactic acid. And the lemon juice, it is also come less than 7. This is also acidic. And water 7. So, when it comes 7 at the center, then we can call it as neutral. It is neither acidic nor basic, neutral solution. So, water is neither, we cannot say acidic or basic. Soap solution 12, that is basic. And coffee acidic, blood 7.4, it is alkaline or basic. Tomato juice acidic, and milk of magnesia 10.5, it is basic. So, from these values easily we can say, if you know the pH value, easily we can say which is acid, which is base and which is neutral. And there is one indicator known as universal indicator. So, in the universal indicator, it will change different colors according to the pH. For example, 1 to 7, see this pH color, suppose this is 7. First it will be red color, from pH 1 red color, then 1 to 2, then it becomes orange color, then it becomes yellow color, then it is become greenish yellow. At 7, this is 7, at 7 it will become green, this is greenish yellow. Afterwards it will become blue color, at last it will become violet color. So, what I am going to do is, in the acidic solution, if I add the indicator, if I got red color, I can say it is acid. And another one I want to tell that, so if it is 1, 2, then it is a strong acid. So, already we have studied what is strong acid, what is weak acid. What is strong acid? A strong acid is one which will completely dissociate into ion. Suppose you are having 100 molecules of hydrochloric acid. If I add water, all the 100 molecules will dissociate into H plus ion and Cl minus ion. So, it is a strong acid. So if the value comes nearby 6, then it is weak acid. For example, here you see that milk is 6.5. It is a weak acid. What is weak acid? Suppose if I add water, only some 20% will dissociate. Remaining 80 molecules will not dissociate. So that type of acid is called as weak acid. Then normally citric acid, normally natural acids are weak acid. Natural acids are weak acids. Now bases, if the base is nearby 8, then we can say weak base. Weak base means it will not dissociate easily. Ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. It will not dissociate properly. Then when the value comes nearby 14, then it is a strong base. So the value goes like this. So strong acid, weak acid, then it comes neutral, then weak base, then we can say that it is the strong base. So from the value, for example, if I am say that the two solution, one solution is having 1.5, another one solution is having 5.7, which is strong acid, which is weak acid? Here 1.5 is strong acid, 5.7 is weak acid, because if the pH value is less, then it is strong acid. Then suppose pH value is 7.8, another one pH value is 13, which is strong base. So 13 is strong base and 7.8 is a weak base. So the value increases, then decreases. The acidity decreases and basicity increases. So like that it will goes. So now I will show that I will brought you some solutions. In the solutions I am going to add a universal indicator. You see the color, and from the color you can able to tell that whether it is an acid or base, and you have to say whether it is a strong acid or weak acid. First I am taking hydrochloric acid and I am adding hydrochloric acid. In the hydrochloric acid I am adding universal indicator. This is the universal indicator. You see this color, there is a table. In that table they have shown that this color, what is the pH values is given. I am adding this indicator. I am adding it. See the color. What is the color here? I am getting the color pink color. So if I got red or pink color, then the pH will be 1 or 2. So for hydrochloric acid, I got approximately, these are all approximation only, approximately I got the value 2. Then second I have added acetic acid, and the acetic acid I have taken here. The acetic acid I am going to add the universal indicator in the acetic acid. See that here also you are getting pink color, but you are getting very light compared to that one. It is very less, and slowly it is changing to orange color or yellow color. So we are taking this as an orange color. So if you take acetic acid, so it comes the value 4. Here what is the color you got? Color red color. Here we are getting orange color. This is the color of the pH from the color. Then third one, here I have taken the distilled water. I am going to take the distilled water here, and in the distilled water I am going to add the universal indicator. See that it is changing into some green color it changes. So water, the pH will be 7. So for water the color will be green, the color changed to green. So it is, we can say the water is neutral. Then fourth one, the ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide I have taken, ammonium hydroxide NH4 I have taken, and in that I am adding the what you call the universal indicator. I am getting the blue color or violet color you are getting, light violet color you are getting. So ammonium hydroxide, we can take it as 12 light violet, and the next one I am going to take sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, the sodium hydroxide I am going to add the universal indicator. Again here you are getting C value, the violet, dark violet color. So the pH will be somewhat 13. So from these values we can say that whether it is an acid or base or neutral. So if it is 7, then it is neutral. If it is less than 7, acid. If it is more than 7, it is the base. So these are the universal indicators, shows different colors in universal in the acidic medium as well as basic medium. Now importance of pH. So this they are asking in 5-mark question, importance of pH. First one, pH takes place major role in agriculture. See, they will test the soil. If the soil is acidic, then we have to put a basic fertilizer. If the soil is basic, then we have to put acidic fertilizer. Then only the plant will grow nicely. So pH takes major role in agriculture. And second one is pH in tooth decay. So our teeth, see, our food should be acidic. So the saliva is also, our food is basic in nature. So the saliva also basic in nature. Our saliva is always basic. Suppose if you take some acidic food, suppose you are taking some chocolate, the sugar is acidic in nature. The sugar particle will deposit on the teeth. So what happens automatically? The tooth decay will take place. The tooth decay takes place because the acidic nature of the sugar. Then third important one is the pH in digestion. So we know that in our body we are eating, we are having a digestion liquid is secreted. That is nothing but a dilute hydrochloric acid. So dilute hydrochloric acid is secreted. So every 3 hours it is secreted. So what you are doing is, if you take the food is basic. The food is basic. So it neutralizes the acid. So in digestion pH takes a major role. So we have to eat regularly so that the stomach wall will not affected. If you are not eating for a long time, then more and more hydrochloric acid is secreted in the stomach, then the stomach wall will be affected. It causes ulcers in the stomach. So the pH takes place a major role in digestion. And pH in defense. Defense here means that some of the plants like nettle plant and some of the ant or bees, if they bite, so if some of the plant, this nettle plants have some spines, If you go nearby the spines, if it will inject, so you will get irritation. Similarly, if ant bites, you will got irritation, and bee sting also it got very much irritation. Why? Because it inject a chemical called methanoic acid. It injects the chemical called what acid? Methanoic acid. So when methanoic acid goes, that automatically is lot of irritation will come such, because acid is going inside. So what our mother will do, so they will put calcium hydroxide, or what we call sunnambu. Tamil will say sunnambu. We put calcium hydroxide, that is a base. So immediately the irritation will go, because the neutralization takes place. If you put calcium hydroxide, so the calcium hydroxide is a base, so it will neutralize the acid. So these are some of the normal day-to-day application of pH. Apart from that, there are so many applications are there pH. So what is pH? pH is nothing but it is a scale which identify whether it is an acids or base. So what is the scale? It is from 1 to 14. 1 to 7 is acidic, 7 to 14 is basic. Exactly 7 is neutral. And it starts from strong acid to weak acid, then neutral, then weak base to strong base. And the pH can be identified by pH solution, and another one pH paper also there. The pH paper, if you keep a drop, that also color will change. So the pH solution will show that from the color change we can say that whether it is acidic or basic. And we have also studied that what are the applications of the pH. Please write down all these in your classwork note, and study and take the textbook and read the textbook, and whatever work we are giving, do it time to time. So thank you students, we will meet you in the next class. Bye.